Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Foggy versus FoCuS. This game taking place here on Northern Isle, and this game was from Yule Cup Season 1. Hopefully this is a goodie for us. Let's go ahead and just dive right on in. In the top right hand side of the map, we have Foggy spawning as the blue night elf. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left, we have FoCuS spawning as the red orc. Orc versus Night Elf in a 1v1 matchup. And well, the meta is still constantly shifting and changing, or at least it feels that way. For many years in the past, ever since like 2008 until 2000 and I would say 17, I guess that is a very long time, the meta didn't really have that many changes or shifts. They were slow and gradual, but ever since Warcraft 3 reforged those earlier beta days, when they made the announcements and were trying to do balancing, I think that is when the meta just started to shift a little bit wildly. Now we are at a place where things are starting to settle down a little bit more. Things are not always, Farseer or Blade Master. You can't always consistently say it's going to be one particular hero versus another. But Keeper of the Grove first with an Ancient. Where is that Ancient of War? Down here, blue on Northern Isle. A little bit hard to spot, especially when they build it right in the snow. I guess that's camouflage for you. Hello, hello. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying the cast. As well, I'm starting to feel my age. I don't know, a little bit of a side tangent story. Well, and YouTube ads, all of those things off over there. If you are watching on YouTube, I gotta say thank you. The ads are pretty much my bread and butter right now. How I'm able to keep on going and pay for all of the materials that I need to cast. Thank you for watching. But as you get older, the ads start to target you differently, and I must definitely be in that middle age category now, as all of the ads seem to be targeting, a lot of the ads are now targeting for well, overweight middle-aged men who need to go on diets. Well, me not even weighing a $130, well, pretty much shows you that YouTube ads doesn't know what they're doing. Anyways, let's go ahead and go back across here. We are going into a Hunter's Hall, a Moonwell off to the side. Wisp are being trained up. Foggy sitting at 21/20 supply. YouTube ads always trolling us, don't worry. Yeah. Even with a little bit of troll, not too big of a deal. Keeper of the Grove. Here, can I change the colors? Nope, the colors are really red versus blue. A little bit difficult to spot blue here on the Northern Isle with all of that ice and river abound. So my apologies if I'm having a difficult time spotting, well, where exactly Foggy is going. Blade Master with a plethora of items. Circuit of Nobility, obviously that item that allows him to do his harassment role easier. Deal a little bit more damage, take a little bit more damage, have a little bit more mana for Windwalk. All of those things just, well, easily executable. Blade Master now looking to back away. Keeper of the Grove purposely staying relatively close to home still, as the Blade Master of FoCuS going to be coming back around from the far side. Thank you for the follow. As we're looking at the Blade Master now, well, head back here. Keeper of the Grove does spot this Blade Master. Going to go into a little bit of an engagement here. Where's that Blade Master going? Blade Master of FoCuS wondering, hey, what's going on here? There's an Archer, there's a Windwalk Striker. We're going to see Wand of Mana Stealing being used, perhaps try and prevent. There is an Entangle. There's the Wand of Mana Stealing being used right there, as the Blade Master now down to 108 mana. FoCuS most likely knows about that Wand of Mana Stealing here. We could see another Entangle come across in just a little bit. There is another Wand of Mana Stealing. Windwalks are going to be, well, in short supply, as he does use a Healing Salve there. Heading back off to the north here, we are looking at a Wisp hiding off to the side. The Sentry Ward is down and in position. Blade Master, well, out of mana, gonna try and use one more Windwalk Strike here to cause a little bit of problems, and now gonna go ahead, get in some damage once more. Turn around to attack that Blade Master. No, not gonna allow that to happen. Just gonna go ahead and engage more and more here. Sentry Ward is still available for that Keeper of the Grove, as the Blade Master is absorbing damage, and both sides are still just teching the tier 2. Alright, no one really committing to a real fight here. Just a little bit of an exchange going back and forth. Grunts, however, are getting in damage and doing a little bit of creeping while that Blade Master is doing harassment. That means down to the south here that the Blade Master should be able to get up to level 2 in just a second. Perhaps get some critical strike. There's a healing salve as well. Is it going to try and wind walk? There's level 2. There's that wind walk there. And now sells the gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. Picks up a staff of teleportation. Down to the south, Foggy trying to steal some experience away from his opponent as well. Going after the Murlocs and these easy creep camps that normally the Shadow Hunter would be picking up as soon as it is trained. I assume it's going to be a Shadow Hunter, and it is in fact a Shadow Hunter. Meanwhile, the Blade Master off to the north trying to, well, instead of hunting down where exactly the Keeper of the Grove is, taking his opponent's creeps as well. All right. Excuse me. Keeper of the Grove still wandering around, perhaps going to take down the Murloc Huntsman and the Knight. Nope, the Knight Shadow Melded ones are not there, and it is a Goblin Alchemist second. All right, interesting. Goblin Alchemist second, Keeper of the Grove with archers. And once again, I've mentioned this in the past, but the meta is still constantly shifting, and that's what we're looking at here. This particular meta is actually what we saw almost a year ago now. Keeper of the Grove with Goblin Alchemist. It's been quite some time since I've seen this as the Alchemist with Acid Bomb, and then maybe we will. Are we going to see Druids of the Talon still for Fairy Fire, and then that large amount of negative armor? All right, Blade Master going to come across here, get in some damage onto some Wisp. There goes one. FoCuS is focusing down those Wisps pretty easily, now making its way back and forth. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove trying to, well, put some pressure onto the space while the Burrows, while the Burrows are fighting back here. Meanwhile, Blade Master off to the north here. Foggy purposely building his wall here in such a way where the Blade Master has a difficult time trying to traverse from the east coast to the west side to the east side, excuse me. And still, the Blade Master able to push on through here. A lot of harassment coming back across. Meanwhile, however, it doesn't really seem like Foggy minds. Foggy is just pretty much saying, all right, you want to harass me, you want to take down the occasional Wisp, I am totally okay with that. Oh, Wisp right there also going to get taken out as well. I'm okay with that. I'm making up my lost gold by taking down creeps while getting more experience. I have a level 2 Alchemist and a level 3 Keeper of the Grove going up against a level 2 Blade Master and a level 1 Shadow Hunter. All right, Tree of Life is already in position here, absorbing a little bit of damage, going to make its way off to the north. Blade Master attempting to take down that Ancient of War. I don't see any other production buildings, even though we are at Tree of Ages. And no signs of Druid or Ancient of Lore or Ancient of Wind. Tree of Life absorbing quite a bit of damage now. Alchemist sitting at level 2 has a large amount of mana, as we're looking at the Keeper of the Grove now going after that Samurai Blade Master. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 3. Moonwells are pretty full. We don't see any additional production buildings, and this is the time that Foggy says, you know what, I'm just going to expand. Expanding here and then trying to win the economic game. The problem or the question is going to be, well, FoCuS is going to have a major tech advantage in his army. The army is going to just be that much stronger. We are looking at only a single Ancient of War. Is he going mass Huntresses? While Wind Riders are going to be on the table. Shadow Hunter also with Serpent Wards. That's going to be a very powerful level 2 and level 3 if it is level 2 Serpent Wards and level 2 Healing Wave. Shadow Hunter trying to get in some more work here. Blade Master and Keeper of the Grove going, well, blade to claw, I guess. Both sides exchanging blows there. Blade Master going to get entangled, take a little bit more damage, a little bit more strangulation effect as the Blade Master now tries to escape away once again. Down to the south here, healing spray on that Alchemist. Alchemist up to 400 mana already, has evasion, and if you also give him a little bit, some rings of protection, well, rings of protection are very powerful on that Alchemist as it increases his overall effective hit points at a much faster rate than many other heroes. Blade Master nearby, there is a Sentry Ward right there. There goes an Entangle, there goes that unit. Blade Master, Alchemist picks up a Belt of Giant Strength, Scroll of Healing, and Scroll of Protection. Sentry Ward was placed down and used very effectively by Foggy. Scroll of Town Portal now in order to get away. Is it going to take down Lightning Shield, trying to finish off all of those units? And it looks as though, well, nope, Lightning Shield came to an end. All right, Huntress now going to be retreating back. Level 2 Serpent Ward chosen over level 2 Healing Wave. And the Blade Master now also sitting at level 3. FoCuS doing a great job catching up in that well, catching up in that experience race. We are looking at, well, a moonstone being used once more here. Can I, time of day is currently 00. It is, well, I don't know if you could buy an item to get a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, excuse me. Yeah, but blocking the day right in the middle as the time is moving on through once more. All right, coming back down here again. Did anyone else notice that the sun keeps on moving, or is that, well, we'll have to keep track of timing there, as we're going to see that Blade Master trouble staff of teleportation. However, it can start channeling it as soon as the entangle does go off, as units are looking to back up again. All right, arachnids, web spinners, all of these are going to get cleared up here in just a second again. Down across here, we're looking for, this is going to be 1800. All right. Kodo Beast is going to get taken down here in just a second. Arachnid is going to get taken out as well. Kodo Beast, well, giving that damage bonus across the board, as we're looking at a pretty even setup on both sides. FoCuS a little bit later in setting up his expansion. Meanwhile, Foggy, well, his army, even though it is sitting at 59 over 70 supply, in terms of tech, it doesn't seem nearly as strong as the Orc army. Then again, Kodo Beast and Wind Riders are also very supply heavy as well. So I'm surprised that FoCuS doesn't have a higher supply count here too. Wind Rider, one Wind Rider to try and pick off any of those additional units. We're looking at a Tome of Agility, which is helpful for that Shadow Hunter to get in more damage. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove should be getting to level 4 here. Alchemist will be just shy of level 4. And there's a quick reveal, making sure, hey, the Blade Master here trying to harass me. Pure up the Vitality and should be given to the Keeper of the Grove. And now going to go ahead and get up. Oh, one more shot is needed. An entangle, something is all that is needed to try and get to level 4 on that Keeper of the Grove. It looks like that will be going down still. Level 4 there. Alchemist will be staying at level 3 as the army of archers and huntresses now working alongside, well, no, only still Ancients of War.
Are under attack.
All right. A fast tech to tier 2 only so far being used for the Alchemist. We are looking at 1-1 upgrades. We are getting a lot of Sentinels, so there is a lot of scouting all around the field. And the majority of the creep camps have already been cleared out. We are looking at a level 4 Keeper of the Grove going up against a level 3 Shadow Hunter and a level 3 Alchemist and a level 3 Blade Master. Army sizes, well, showing that Foggy has a slight advantage here. There's couple of Trents coming in as well, and there's also Wisps in the battle. Wind Rider in the back here. Shamans only have Adept training. Kodo Beast in the back wanting to eat a Huntress. We should be going into a battle here in just a second, trying to fight in this engagement here. Are we going to see a Shadow Meld? No, Archer pretty much getting taken down, as this door, this walkway here, a perfect location to try and stop any reinforcements coming in from home. Alchemist trying to retreat back here. Acid Bomb going down, Healing Spray coming back, another Archer walking through the gauntlet, and at this point, Foggy should be realizing, wait a second, why am I even bothering to rally units to myself if they're just going to end up going through a gauntlet? Burrow getting taken down, or about to get taken down here. We're looking at a mass, well, Scroll of Protection, Scroll of Healing still available on both the Alchemist and the Keeper of the Grove, so there's going to be a lot of damage here. Scroll of Protection, or, well, units trying to back away. There goes a Kodo Beast trying to eat some more units, as the Alchemist is now finally out of mana. All right, Alchemist down to 0 mana here. Keeper of the Grove could transfer that Potion of Greater Mana after picking up and dropping that pendant. So for a lot more engagements here, as the bounce damage is starting to, well, should start to have a big shift here. Level 4 now on the Alchemist. Archer's getting taken down. Raider's going to get taken down. 59 supply compared to 56, still very even here, as FoCuS is trying to, well, save some of his lower hit point units. There goes a Wind Rider. Are we going to see a bounce onto that Grunt? No, we are not. That Grunt is able to escape at 3 hit points. This Grunt, however, not nearly as lucky as FoCuS, although he had the supply advantage for some time. That Glaive bounce really started to take its toll, and there is that dropping of that pendant of energy and picking back up. The Alchemist having plenty of gas in the tank. Wow, a great fight there. And coming back across, we're looking at, well, more art. Oh, this is the problem that we saw earlier. Archers are gonna end, as they're walking over, there is a sentry ward here by FoCuS. Another archer going to get taken out. More units are making their way over here, and this is the problem with the reinforcements. They're just going up against the gauntlet, but FoCuS is losing a lot inside his base as well. All right, coming back across, Blade Master getting entangled once more. Huntress is going straight after those Shaman. There goes a Lightning Shield, Healing Spray, trying to keep those units alive. Archer is getting poked around in the back here. Shaman, while trying to purge down and stop some of those units, and Lightning Shield using pretty effectively across all that backline there. Shadowhunter just shy of level 5, should be able to get there in just a moment. Healing Spray not healing enemy units any longer, as that was effectively used there. Blade Master seeing that level 4. Shadowhunter losing a lot of mana, constantly getting detonated. Are we going to see level 3 healing wave? Yes, we are. Level 3 healing wave has a potion of mana as well to try and keep that Blade Master alive here. Blade Master could be in trouble. Potion of mana needs to be used, trying to heal up that Shadowhunter or that Blade Master. Blade Master now trying to finally back away. Acid Bomb finishing it off. Healing wave not in time. Use the potion of mana, but unable to heal that Blade Master, as that Blade Master falls at level 4. Huntress slowly getting digested. We're looking at the Alchemist still hanging back here, getting up to level 5. Is he going to go for level 3 healing spray? Yes, he is. Healing up all of those units to try and counteract the level 3 healing wave coming in from the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter, well, having plenty of mana both sides. Well, after a bloodbath of a round of fights, going back and forth, everyone is going to be apparently retreating back to their own respective corners. Who's going to end up losing more in the retreat? Well, Keeper of the Grove is already back in on the battlefield with a Scroll of Healing, Scroll of Protection. Alchemist, however, low on mana, as the Alchemist is going to try and perhaps dive on in. There goes an Entangle onto a Kodo Beast there. No Purge coming in at all. Not enough mana. Huntress glad to be outside of the inside of a, no longer inside of the belly of the beast, as that Grunt, well, tries to break free, but come on, one more shot finishes it off. Altar of Storms now under a bit of pressure. Alchemist needing to get some healing spray going, trying to reposition. Oh, Scroll of Healing being used opposite instead, as the archers, well, getting ensnared back once more. As there's a quick reveal. Altar of Storms trying to go for the going for that resurrection, not going to be able to happen, as a Shadowhunter gets entangled in the back, still having plenty of mana. Level 3 healing wave, level 2 serpent ward. Shadowhunter really wants to get to level 6 for those level 3 serpent wards to try and poke apart here. Healing spray coupled with Scroll of Protection, very difficult to finish off many of these units. As you can see, level 3 healing spray was healing those archers and large bounce, as the archers are now trying to, well, create a little bit of separation. 18 to 24 damage, more damage being lobbed through. There goes a Huntress through the belly, well, not through the belly, through that little narrow corridor once again. And Foggy has only been losing units as they're rallied over to him. FoCuS's choice to fight in this location here, allowing for easy kills as units are just separated through, really making a big difference. Are we going to see a detonation? Yes, detonation across some of those units in the back against Serpent Wards. Going to get picked off here as the Alchemist is inching closer to 5.5, and the Keeper of the Grove, well, going to go ahead and retreat. Drink from, nope, Moonwells are pretty barren, and we'll try and run all the way back down for more entangles again. All right. I don't know. Somehow it seems like Foggy's mass tier 1 army, at some point, it can be broken. FoCuS is down by 9 supply right now. And, well, the Huntresses and the Archers, 2-1. It feels like FoCuS, once he finds the right combination, the right units to crack this particular army, it could bust wide open, but he hasn't been able to do that yet. He's been able to focus down, take down archers as they're being rallied across the map. But even with that going for him, he is still behind with a 44 supply army going up against 54. All right. Yeah, Blade Master needs some decent items, only at +7 damage, no additional claws of attack, no additional agility items. Shadowhunter opting to go for level 3 healing wave. Normally you really go for level 3 healing wave if you have a strong Blade Masters to support. Going for level 3 Serpent Wards might have been the better call here to try and at least deal with some of these Huntress here, as this go wide strategy, and now going for an Ancient of Wonders here to try and get additional mana. This Alchemist with 240 mana, and this go wide strategy with scrolls of healing really just capitalizing and becoming very, very effective. All right, Blade Master Raider is going to try and come back across here with a couple of purge onto those trends here. FoCuS Serpent Ward's not doing much of anything off to the side, and it's going to really come down to what can really happen here. All right, we're looking at lightning shields getting thrown down onto some of those units as well. Damage is adding in, repairs underway. Blade Master going to try and lightning shield his way through, focus down some of these units, as well as the huntresses could end up getting poked down as well. All right, Serpent Wards really here to try and deal with all of those huntresses, and now it's a transition into archers instead. Repairs are still underway. Triple Serpent Wards here alongside that lightning shield, and is this the right combination? 72 supply compared to 73. Blade Master constantly just getting shut down over and over again. Gonna go ahead and try and break through, and then once again use that lightning shield alongside Windwalk. Entangle once again, slowing down that Blade Master. Blade Master getting a healing wave to try and stay alive. Shadow Hunter needs more mana, has 2 mana pots, should be using it, and now sitting at level 5, gonna get to level 6. 66 compared to 60. Foggy is having a little bit of a hard time in this battle here. Alchemist about to Blade Master gets up to level 5. Another healing wave. Level 3 Serpent Wards are now on the table, and all of a sudden those huntresses should start melting like butter. Blade Master should be able to take down many of those units, and now we're at Foggy sitting at 49 supply compared to 63. Alchemist sitting at level 5, Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 5, and in this moment, FoCuS has found the way to break through Foggy's tier 1 army of huntresses and archers. FoCuS definitely turning things around right here as we're looking at the Alchemist now looking to retreat back. I don't know, it was a feeling that Foggy was constantly winning all of those battles, but just looking at it over and over again, it felt like FoCuS was building up to something. FoCuS, once you saw level 6 on that Shadow Hunter, those Serpent Wards with that 48 to 52 piercing damage, that damage is high. That damage is extremely powerful, and its range is equal to that of a rifleman. So yeah, that is pretty much a 200 hit point rifleman that, well, even better than a 200 hit point rifleman, because the damage is just simply through the roof here. Damage now continuing to add back in more and more. Entangle onto the grunts. FoCuS could have a little bit of, FoCuS has a supply to lose at this point, as the Blade Master now trying to chip away here. Expansion quickly lost, and Foggy is going to be running out of gold pretty quickly. Foggy should be throwing in the towel here in just a moment. Blade Master going after those archers and those huntresses. Foggy does have level 6, but it doesn't seem like it is going to really matter here. Huntresses, there's Tranquility trying to do a little bit of a last stand, Potion of Invulnerability as well, but it's still not enough. And a quick ensnare onto that Keeper of the Grove. Level 6 on the Alchemist. Oh, is level 6 Alchemist going to start transmuting and trying to get things back? Yes, transmute onto the Kodo Beast to stay alive. However, the Alchemist is now trapped with no Staff of Preservation available. Foggy's lack of Staff of Preservation, in addition to all of those units, the huntresses and the archers, getting picked off slowly but surely through that little corridor, and ending up giving Shadow Hunter level 3 healing wave and level 3 Serpent Wards was enough. There goes another ensnare there, and there is Foggy with the GG. A big deal. A big fight back and forth. FoCuS able to keep calm under pressure and fight a bit more effectively than Foggy. FoCuS, I thought he made a mistake going for Healing Wave level 3 first over Serpent Wards first, especially when the Blade Master wasn't the heart of that damage. However, Foggy with auto rally, having all of those units just constantly walk in through the back, it felt like at least 6 to 8 units were lost in that fight, giving the necessary experience for FoCuS to make up and recover from that misstep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.